My name is Maggie Betts.
Oh, Maggie.
Okay, or Margaret. And I'm the director of The Carrier, a documentary film that focuses on the subject of PMTCT in Africa and rural Zambia. And I'm a native New Yorker. I am more of a narrative fiction filmmaker, but this subject matter, having spent a lot of time traveling in Africa and developing like a deeper and deeper interest in AIDS, led me to want to make the documentary. I would describe the story of my documentary as really very centrally focused on the experiences of one woman whose name is Matinta Mwemba, and the film specifically focuses on this issue called PMTCT, which stands for Prevention of Mother-to-Child Transmission. So Matinta is a young woman of 28 living in a polygamous marriage and infected with HIV. And she becomes pregnant against her will. And so it's really just a very personal story about her as a mother trying to protect her unborn and then born child from being infected with HIV.
PMTCT jamba kuti gugwabirira imwana kuti atayambuli igazunda kumumama ulya ura agazunda tegai okay ino mwana mumama uyambuki yabuti imwana wakwe uri mwida
jindi nali mwida ajindi no nali buleba ajindi nanyonka.
It's a big family, obviously. It's a polygamous marriage, so there are, when the film starts, 3 wives and 1 husband, 4 adults. And they're all individual personalities and people with different concerns and different things going on in the interior of their emotional life. So we kind of made a point, even though Matinta was obviously the main character, to develop really close, intimate relationships with each member of the family so they didn't feel left out and so they knew what was going on. As you probably can see in the film, women are very much kind of marginalized in this society. Their opinions or how they feel about anything is not something that is considered valid or relevant. So she was being asked for the first time, like, oh, you're in a polygamous marriage and you have HIV, like, how do you feel about that? In the beginning, she's kind of like, what? I don't know. I never thought about how I feel about something. I wouldn't think that how I feel is important. Most women in that community and in that environment did not think that they had the right to have a voice about anything. But sometimes you find your voice when moments in your life absolutely require that you need it. To me, I think the phrase cultural exchange mostly has to do with learning and exposing. It's hard to know what's going on in different places in the world or to identify with it. And I think that stories and films and news articles and things are a way to connect with people who are probably having similar than different experiences to you, but may seem sort of like the most exotic, most far off, most unrelatable. And a lot of what my film The Carrier attempts to do is to say, like, an urban woman living in New York, if you love your kid and you're concerned about your child's welfare and you would do anything for your kid, you're as connected to this woman as her next door neighbor. AfroPoP as a series is just sort of a great promoter of bringing in all these different conversations and ideas and perspectives from so many different cultures in the world, and again, I guess, showing us more of our similarities than our differences.